Again, it's a very gentle push. I'm not pushing really hard. Do you feel anything like to where it's like, yeah, it's very gentle, you guys. That's like my old best friend's name.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Her name's Kamitra, though. We always call her Candy.
That's cute.
I know, I was like, girl, you like Kamitra. She's like, don't try to call me Candy. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl. What you secretly got a little something going on.
I'm dead, yes.
Why do we? She's like, y'all can start calling me Candy now. I don't know. Yeah, like she did. Like once we got kind of like, so we was friends since 15. So about 25, she was like, I'm Candy.
She's like, I need something.
I know.
That's good.
Yeah.
Reinvent.
Yes, she did. Like I didn't have, she had like 5 kids. Like I didn't have my kids. It's on now. So, like, you no longer Kamitra. Yeah, Candy wanted to hold. And to real trick too is taking your polish off and not having to get it like all on your client. Just put your cotton ball there for a minute and really saturate the color and then drag. Alright, so I'm gonna get this little piece here at the free edge. So easy, you guys. I think you guys are really like dipping. Very easy. So with the regular natural nail, it's all about the amount of product that you leave on here. You leave too much of this glue onto your brush, you'll have these real thick, bulky type nails. So again, only for the natural nail, no tip being added to this one. We're gonna go 3/4 of the way onto the client. Brush straight down, being sure not to get any on the skin. You're only gonna do one nail at a time. So when you come in, I like to take this finger to kind of angle and straighten my client's finger. It's gonna go at an angle. You don't dip straight in, this pushes the glue and creates this weird design. You're gonna go at an angle all the way up and bring your client finger out. Tap on it, allow that product to sit and move on to your next nail. Again, if you're good at polishing, this will be really easy for you. Coming in again, angling my client finger as well as my pot into it as well. You're doing all the work. We don't want the client to go pushing her own finger in. Tap, tap, tap. Notice I'm not brushing immediately. I want to allow that product to absorb, or the resin and all that to work together. So as soon as you lay it, don't immediately start dusting it off. Allow that kind of all to work together. Rolling the finger, ensuring we get as close as we can. And dipping it at an angle. Tap, tap, move on. Remember again, if you're someone who's like, Ms. V, I don't want to dip my client's fingers in the pot, you can always pour you up some in a dapping dish and achieve the same thing, okay? This little piece right here. It's just a piece of her nail, you guys. I'm not clipping like her hypernicum or anything. So a piece of nail that was still on there. right, the phone is a little weird.
I know.
Alright, so we're gonna allow that one to sit. And you're gonna come here. You don't want to go ahead and polish all 5 nails with the resin. It's nail glue. Y'all know how fast real nail glue actually dries, so it's 1 finger at a time. You might could achieve 2, but I don't even want to play around with my client like that, and it dries fast and then it's a mess. So 1 finger is just fine.
What was the bottle number 1?
Bottle number 1 is your binder and dehydrators. This particular set, again, $5 a bottle, and I got it right down the street at Sam's Nail Supply. Probably the easiest, quickest, 60, I'll say right now, $50 to $65 you ever probably do. Shouldn't take you that long to achieve. You looking for her? Oh. Not even looking for you. You like dip, Sam? I know you're a nail girl too. You don't like dip?
I like acrylic.
I'm talking as far as like doing the service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over acrylic.
No, I like doing acrylic.
Really? Step activated. And all you do is you very liquidy, go over and brush the entire nail all the way over. Some go in now with a clear on top of the nail. I'm going to take warmer coat. It's not the cuticle area. It's like a really light blue. So I'm going to go one more time over the actual nail. But if this color would have been like perfect and it was ready to go, you could have went in with a clear or begin your filing. I'm going to go in one more time with the blue. Dusting brush, dust off all of the excess powder before I move on to dipping in the second round. Alrighty, so this time I'm going all the way to the cuticle area.
Are you going all over the nail or just the
All the way, yeah, I'm going all the way down from the cuticle area all the way back over the area that I just did too. And dumping off the excess. Be very mindful of where your resin is. Remember, wherever you dip, and there's glue, that's where it's going to be.
Do you have a favorite dip system?
No, not really. Me personally, I only dip for you guys. All my clients are definitely acrylic girls. I do a lot of long nails, a lot of crazy nail art, so not really a lot of dip clients. Yeah, working just fine, but I did take out some next gen dips when you guys do practice, just to work with that one, just to see how, you know, you might like it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks like it went on really nice. So.
It's just, yeah, so I don't know if it kind of thinned out around the cuticle area, so I'm just kind of going back in. Just kind of saturating that area too. See here? That's what I was.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, that's why I just kind of go back in it, because I didn't know what happened on that particular area. That's my thing, like for long nails, like would you have to get something so long to put that entire nail in?
Right,
yeah. Right. I was like, nah, just you'd be better off just going with acrylics.
Yeah, I can imagine that being a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, it's trying to dip nails my length. I'm just like, then Samantha now. Yes, you can. No, you can't. You cannot dip my nails. I could just see her too.
I know, I can hear her.
Me too.
I can see where
in the nail shop showing out.
if you were doing like a fast service, this would be
this
really
is it.
Not, yeah.
Yeah, and this is why they're like, you want to get dip nails? You want to get dip nails? You should try dip. It's better for your nails. You should do dip. This is why.
Yeah.
And if you charge it, this is $50 in 30 minutes almost. $50 in 45 minutes. You know?
Yeah, that's what I used to pay. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like, you can do two of these. If you're if you can get this done in 30 minutes on a natural nail, you can make $100 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you see why it's like, hey, you want to get dip? Let's do dip. Let's do dip. You should do dip. It's better for your nails, so fast, quick, easy. Nothing's better for your nails. Everything's all the same. Not one. Acrylic isn't better than dip. Gel isn't better than lacquer. The fact that it stays on longer, but it comes down to the healthiness of the nail. None of them are healthier than the other.
Oito anos parece que me eu não assim aguento para não mandar só vou isso I know I
Alright, so hopefully this cuticle area looks a whole lot better this time. Alrighty, let's see how this do. Okay, a little bit better. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to activate one more time because I did add some more powder on top. Yeah, that looks really good.
I love this color.
Yeah, this is pretty.
It's
Yeah, I like
really
blue.
pretty, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. I'm on this whole blue wave right now too. So
I know.
I'm
like,
too. Okay, see. Okay.
I've been on a purple thing.
I got you. Yes.
Really? You're in a purple right
yeah,
now?
and I'm not really like a big purple person. I think I've just seen so much on like Instagram and stuff, like because of Easter maybe.
Okay, yeah.
And so it's kind of got me like, oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, I don't know where I just came out the blue. I was like, blue nails.
Out of the blue with some blue nails.
Blazer. Now here you are with the blue nails. Like
I didn't even think about it. You're just like, pick a color. I was like, okay.
You know, same vibe.
That's pretty.
And so again, just make sure you saturate all of the product, okay, you guys? But really fairly easy. Really, like I said, probably the easiest $50 to $60 you'll probably make. All right, so I'm going in with a very soft abrasive, you guys. Dip powder has a little bit more fine of a powder than acrylic does, so you don't want to go in with something too coarse. This is a 180, and I'm just kind of going in and just shaping up the free edge.
Miss B, do you get the step 3 after your second coat?
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and kind of make your color full, get everything kind of going on, and then once you get done, then always make sure you activate. If you have to go back in and apply more powder, you still have to activate, all right? Because unlike acrylic just kind of works together and kind of hardens on its own after the chemicals and everything starts forming. This one, not so much. We actually need this to actually get it to work, all right? So now, they're already hard, you hear that? But you have to have the activator. So before I had put the activator, it had like that, you know how we be tapping on the little thud noise, like, okay, it's not dry yet. That's how these would have sounded. And again, I'm just going back in and refining my little shape that I gave to her nails. Got you a whole little set. You have to pay for it.
I know. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, yeah, Miss B, I'll do it.
Yeah. No. I'll model anytime.
Oh no, thank you.
Yes.
Like most of the time I have to use my girl, but
Are you serious?
Yeah, I have to use one of them. But I was like, no, I need somebody else because I want them to be able to like practice on each other, you know?
Yeah, call me up
So why you
anytime.
oh, so why you're not here, huh?
No, she's not. She had to work today. They wouldn't let her off.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, so now after I went through, I'm just gonna kind of take the top of the nail and just try to smooth it out, just like we would do our acrylics. Just make sure like all the product is even on the nail. Very gentle with it too. Again, dip powder is a very finer powder than acrylic, so you don't want to go so coarse. The file I'm using is a 180, so very soft. Nothing to like scratch up my product. Sarah, where y'all going for lunch?
I don't know yet. Well, Sam brought something.
Okay. Oh yeah, I did see those. You're right.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that salad from Sally's.
Yeah. Did you already order?
Not yet. I think I'm gonna go with Wing City today. I haven't seen them in a while. Wing City.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. Again, notice how I'm just kind of like rubbing my finger over it to make sure it's smooth. As I'm filing, I just kind of do a quick rub just to make sure everything is smooth. I wouldn't say an e-file because again, it's so strong of a tool on dip. Again, dip is a very soft product, and just going in with your e-file, I think would just take off layers of your dip powder. So hand filing to be okay. I mean, if you want to try and go in with it, that's fine. But I just always kind of use a very fine grit hand file. And again, holding down the nail folds as I file. if you find that you're doing it and your dip nails are just like super thick, be mindful about the amount of glue that you have on your brush when you bring it out. I think that's going to play a part in how thin and how thick your nails actually come out to be. Her top coat. Of course, I want you guys to practice on each other. Even though I know that some of y'all may not be doing dip nails, I just think as a all around nail. Are y'all okay? I'm like kind of having a conversation. Like, yeah, I really had the whole time I've been giving my thing. I feel like it was very disrespectful because I was talking and the whole time y'all just having a conversation. If dip nails don't interest you, that's fine. Or at least like have some respect for those who want to learn and not really talk through the whole demo. But yeah, I want you guys to pair up and practice on each other. Again, if dip's not something that interests you, you're welcome to skip past it. But I think just being a well-rounded nail tech and knowing how to do everything is just only better for your career, me personally. But you guys can, I'm gonna do a top coat on her. I do want to show y'all what the finishing gel looks like with the dip. But I am gonna probably just do one nail with their top coat, and then I'm gonna top coat with just my regular gel polish. Giving me the same as my thumb. Yeah, I just like my thumb has a little bit more clear. I actually made that blue powder.
Oh really? You
yeah.
mixed it?
Yeah, with a chalk and some clear. So I think mine just give off a jelly feel. But yours is like a real cake.
Yeah.
Speciality.
Once they put it on me and they used this after. Because it was like very thick. Is that normal? Did they put it? Or you were supposed to buff it?
No, you can. So again, like I said, yeah, maybe they use too much glue and they have to kind of come in and take it down some because their nails was too thick. Mine, I just lay it very thin. I don't put a lot of glue, but that's what's happening. They're taking off too much of this. When they come in and do this, maybe they just kind of like grabbing it and not taking some off. But I kind of do this number and I pull out. And it kind of gives me like a thin, but yeah, I've seen some real thick.
But you're not supposed to. I mean, it's supposed to.
Yeah, it was supposed to be, yeah, because it's supposed to be like, yeah, no e-foul. It's supposed to be like the most safest thing for clients. Okay, no more e-foul. We just buff, we dip you, and that's supposed to be it. But there are times when, yeah, they probably laid it too thick and they want to go ahead and go in with the e-foul. But most of the time, you should be able to achieve this just by like buffing and fouling and dipping. You shouldn't have to really have to go. Yeah.